Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, you can. I can't hear it, man.
No?
No. Some people hear static. Some people hear no.
My headphones.
All right, welcome back to another episode of On the Throne with Dick. Shout out to Senj and Boychuk for that incredible intro-outro music, and find him everywhere on the socials. That guy and I it was supposed to be like a 5-episode run, like over about 100 episodes ago now, about 100 weeks ago. Fuck, man, hold on a sec here. I gotta shut this TV off. Like, I think my kids or my wife are controlling the TV from upstairs with the other remote controls both. I don't know. It's weird.
You still see me on the screen there? My camera just kind of.
I can see you. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Mine's all frigged up, but whatever. I'll make it do.
Yeah, man. This week on the podcast, man, we got Chris, Inked Working Class. What's up, brother?
Not much, man. About time.
Oh, fucking time. How long have we been on this for, man?
Oh, long time.
Yeah, man. I think I was trying to get you on. You hooked me up with Tron, I believe.
Yeah.
Right, and so, I was trying to get you on before that. It's been a year and a half.
Yeah, at least.
So since then. So fuck, man, almost the whole time the podcast is
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. What are you doing?
Right now, just chilling on days off for a bit, but up in Dawson Creek on the triple that you know about there.
I do. I'm aware of that rig. That rig gives me nightmares sometimes, man.
You and me both, I guess.
Yeah. How you liking it up there with Lenny and the boys?
Good, man. It's a good time. Frenchie's good shit.
Yeah.
All the boys I work with are all good shit, so it makes the 20 go by pretty quick, which is nice.
Yeah. Are you with Nate or fucking?
No, he's on the other crew there too.
Yeah. Nate's wife is actually an old neighbor of mine from back.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I ran into Wilson at West Ed Mall not long ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I didn't even recognize him. He was a little offended by it, actually. I recognize you, and I'm like, well, the fucking mustache. You pointed at me. I'm like, it happens a lot at West Ed Mall, it just point at me and me be like, I know that guy,
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, he's good shit. He's my Derek Ken.
Yeah, I like Wilson, man. He actually hooked me up with, it was his idea. He hooked me up with the heat waves. And,
okay, yeah.
And it's like, you should make some videos in these heat waves and then tag them in them and in the videos and then try to get a sponsorship or something out of it so we could use your code because I buy a like, all right, it's probably not going to happen, but all right, sure as shit. Made 2 or 3 videos and they came to me, man. So,
Nice. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Lenny's incredible. I don't know if you've spent much time with him or talked to him much.
A little bit, yeah. Him and I always shoot the shit a little bit when his hitch starts.
Yeah, he's got like 6 or 7 kids, man.
Yes, he does.
He's got that hard hat on it, or that sticker on his hard hat, drilling for Jesus.
Yeah.
Love that guy, man. Yeah, fucking way too many memories on that rig for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, man. Fuck yeah.
You're out in Fort Mac now, eh?
I'm out in Fort Mac now. Right now, I'm employed to the couch, I guess.
Yeah.
That's relaxing not even relaxing, man. I got work to do still.
Yeah, no doubt, especially now that you're home.
Yeah, well, no, I can't clean up or anything. The most she does is drop laundry here, and I fold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but no, like I got shit to do for actual work, right? I got.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're keeping me busy, so there's that, and I'll probably have to go. To the shop and do some shit once I can put weight on the foot. They'll probably bring.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, man. Right now it's a little hard to do any of that because, I rely on my wife for so much to help me move around the day. She's literally giving me sponge baths right now.
There you go.
Yeah, I think she enjoys it, man. Taking the cloth up there and just grabbing it full of ass.
Got to reap the rewards somehow, right?
Oh yeah. I tried to have an actual shower, a few days ago, and like I put a garbage bag around this
Oh,
campsite.
yeah, that's the worst.
Didn't work.
No.
Got soaked. I'm like, fuck. All right. So last night or 2 nights ago, she ran me an actual bath. She helped me get into the bath, and then I laid like sideways with my foot hanging out.
Yeah.
Right, and then fucking, yeah, she washed me that way, so that was pretty good, man, I enjoyed that, that was good. Yeah, yeah, the struggles of blue collar, it's not just to fucking go to work and, you're on the rig or you're on a vac truck or whatever it is that you do,
Yeah, yeah.
for 12 hours a day. When shit goes sideways and someone gets hurt, this is another side of it, right?
It's
And
hard to slow down too, right? You just go from 100 to
it's
0 right away.
it is hard. I wouldn't let her help me for the
Yeah, no doubt.
first couple days. I'm like, you know what, I got this. She's like, well, if you got this, you can go to work. I don't care. Fuck you, right? Like, well, maybe I don't got this, like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
slow down, and fucking I took a little tumble a couple days ago outside. I went out. It was the first time in a week I'd left the house, and it was nice. I'm like, fuck, the sun's out. This is nice. We're
Yeah.
in all
Go for a little stroll.
shit. Yeah. And fucking we come home and she's like, now you wait here. I'll go put everything in the house and come back for you. Don't move, right? I'm like, all right. So I thought I was being good for the first couple minutes, and then you know what? I got out. I'm like, fuck this. I'll help
Yeah,
myself.
yeah.
And as she's coming to grab me, I miss a step with the crutch and fucking go tumbling over. But it was cool the way it happened. I did like a backflip ninja kick in the air type thing. I did not let that foot hit the ground. I did not smash off everything. I just went, whoa. It was the Matrix kind of shit. It was kind of cool. She's like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, I watched the whole thing. Yeah, it was kind of cool, but you're a fucking idiot. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, yeah. No doubt.
Yeah, man. You've been
Yeah.
there before, right? You've been hurt at work.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've had some decent injuries. I haven't had any pretty bad ones in a while, which is nice, knock on wood, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've had a bad back one in Ontario. My back seized up on me and I was getting 100 to 0 right away.
Oh,
Getting drug away in an ambulance. You're like, "Oh god," trying to move and
yeah.
do
Yeah.
shit around the house even though you're not supposed to.
Yeah. I've been doing pretty good keeping I learned how to thrust on one leg.
That's good, that's
Oh,
good.
oh, oh.
New
No,
skills.
skills, man, skills, yeah. She's all about that whole don't do anything dangerous, but when I'm thrusting on one leg, she's like, "Yeah, that's
Yeah. The other leg's safe, right?
good." Yeah, fuck, man. Yeah, dude, fuck, man, I'm pumped to have you on though, man, like, you're
Yeah,
fucking
same.
you've kind of been all over the world and done all kinds of different things, you work
Yeah, I
offshore and shit like that, and yeah.
yeah, I've been around a bit, been working a few places, so
Yeah, what's the
yeah,
coolest?
the offshore has definitely been the coolest for sure, by
Yeah.
far. Yeah, best.
Where were you?
The 2 times it's just off the coast of Newfoundland. The first time was I don't remember how many miles, but it's far enough. It was about an hour and a half by helicopter, and then last season it was about 27 hours by boat, so a little far for the helicopter. So that we were somewhere 500 miles or something north
Yeah.
into St. John's. So that was a bit of a trek.
Fuck yeah, man. Is it better being on land than it is on the water, or what do you prefer?
Depends how you look at it, I guess. Like you're on the water, everything's paid for, all that fun stuff. But if you're looking at it from a dangerous perspective, like you take a kick or something or a blow, you can just kind of walk to the end of the lease. Whereas on the ocean, you're not really going too far on the ship, right? Go
Yeah,
and
yeah.
pick your corner.
Oh man, I take a blowy at home when I'm not going too far.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, it's just how you look at it, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, man. No fucking I tried to get Mike Williams from the Deepwater Horizon on the podcast
Oh yeah,
last
that
year.
was
He didn't want none of that. He didn't want
no.
to talk. He didn't want to do nothing.
Yeah, that's kind of a touchy
I
subject for
understand.
those guys.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
tragedy, right? And then
Oh, for sure. That's
I
all you hear about offshore too, right? That's all anyone knows about is that. So
yeah.
you
Yeah.
not get away from that too easily.
Yeah, when you hear first thing you hear about when you hear offshore drilling is like, oh, disaster.
It's the first thing I'm asked. Yeah, exactly.
You're all
It's
gone.
the first thing I'm asked about that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
How's the food offshore? Is it just as
amazing. Oh, it's amazing. Oh yeah, yeah. It's actually really good. Like you're going from Fort Mac camps out there, and you're just like, oh, I'm gonna get the shit end of the stick here, but it's actually delicious food.
Yeah.
Get to go in for your lunch times too and have a nice warm meal. And yeah, that was
What?
the biggest. That was the biggest surprise. Getting an hour off at lunch was pretty mind blowing.
They shut her down at lunch and you guys just go eat?
No, we just like swap each other out type thing at
Oh,
lunchtime.
that's pretty
A
badass,
couple
man.
15-minute breaks. You're like just like, holy crap, there's break times and everything out here.
Fuck yeah, man. No,
Yeah.
that's fucking deadly actually. And the gym, the facilities or the rooms,
Oh, the
nice,
gym's
cool.
amazing. Yeah, gym's great. The last drill max I was just on, there was the two weight areas, cardio room, and yeah, it's pretty good spot, pretty good space for everything. And the
Fuck yeah.
one before that was two weight rooms and cardio room and a boxing area. So
Whoa.
they take care of you when you're out there for sure here.
What were you doing in Ontario?
I was a directional driller out there,
Oh,
horizontal directional driller out there for a while, about 4
pipeline shit.
years.
What?
Yeah,
Nice, nice.
yeah.
Yeah, man. I did that life on the hydrovac for
Oh yeah,
years, right? So when I was doing the pipe the vac truck shit, we do the pipeline stuff and we do the rigs and stuff like that. Man, honestly, as stressful as that job was, as much as that job really fucked with my mental health,
yeah, no
that
doubt.
was some of the most badass shit I've ever done.
Yeah,
Like, man, it was cool. And I think everyone in the patch has to experience that lifestyle at least once, right?
yeah,
Be in the patch for, a whole, you're going to make a career out of it, right? I think everyone should go spend a winter chasing a rig or pipeline or, being on call 24/7,
yeah,
There's a lot of guys I know, where I'm working at right now in Fort Mac, right? Like they live that mine life. It's not really the patch, right?
yeah.
It's
The mind life's a little
mining.
different.
Yeah, man. It's easy, it's chilled, it's laid back. 100% that your day ends here and it starts here.
Yeah,
There's a cross shift coming,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
On that vac truck, you never knew when if a cross shift was coming or not, right? There's
yeah, yeah,
on that vac truck for over 40 hours at a time, right? And it's like, well, shit. Or, I'd be like, okay, crew changes at 6:30. It's cool, and at 5, I'd come out of the tank and I'd check my phone and they're like, hey, crew
Sorry,
change,
bud.
you know, there's someone coming for the driver, but your cross shift called in sick, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Can you stay? But this means you're gonna have to stay for night shift and then stay again for days.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
you know what? Fuck you. Right?
yeah.
All I need is a change of clothes and some food. Send that
Exactly.
out. Don't get mad when I disappear for an hour or two to sleep
Yeah,
every,
exactly. Yeah.
and we're good, right? And yeah, usually it's pretty chill like that. So yeah, man, I think everyone should have to experience that kind of lifestyle in the patch at least once. They'll
Yeah,
spend
for sure.
2 to 3 years on that 24-hour on call 24/7 life, not knowing whether your cross shift is coming or not. It makes you really appreciate whatever you get.
Yeah, that nice 12 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, 12 hours flies by now,
Yeah.
and my boss here, he's like, "Hey, man," he's like, I didn't think you'd like this coming from where you're coming from. Like, are you kidding me, man? He's
Guaranteed.
like, dude, 12 hours and I'm guaranteed back in my room by this time.
Yeah, yeah.
Podcast, I made like the first, I don't know, the first 70 to 80 episodes was built off of, hey, man, are you free in 20 minutes? Because, it was like, well, we could do, are you free tomorrow? But when tomorrow comes, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
It's like,
exactly. You can't guarantee that. Yeah.
yeah, now I can be like, hey, Bear, especially right now, are you free
Yeah.
4 weeks from now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
Any
as much of
time
it
of
as you
day.
can.
I'm on your time, bro.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, man. Fucking how does the wife like it? Man, your wife, man, I see her everywhere liking your stuff and she follows.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very supportive, very
Very,
supportive. It's
yeah.
hard, still hard getting used to. You can't really ever get used to it, I don't think. You're every time, same thing every time you leave, right? Never changes. Always the same feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. We were talking about that the other day. There was this video that actually I think I sent my wife, and I don't remember where it was, but it was like, being the spouse of a blue collar man is wild. You'll be like, how's your day going? And they're like, oh, fine. It's not
Yeah.
nothing crazy's happening. Then they get home and they tell you about the 20 ways they almost died today.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is pretty crazy because, I was texting my wife while I was in the ambulance, and I was just like texting her normally, right? And then I'm like, oh, by the way,
We're
like
pretty checked off
don't
right
be
now.
yeah, don't be afraid and don't panic. I don't need that right now. I'm in the back of an ambulance heading to Fort McMurray,
Yeah.
right? And she's like, "Wait, what?" And then I fucking yeah. And the only reason why I told her is I wanted to post the fucking pictures, and I couldn't.
Yeah.
Shit, post the pictures first. That hey, I get home and there's a divorce notice waiting. Like
Yeah, yeah, exactly
or
right.
I have to hear about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fucking yeah.
we
No,
got
that's
that list that we do the check mark. I'll leave that one on the list for the do not tell what happened until later.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, save that story for later.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
as far as you know, today is good. I've eaten most of my lunch before noon, and
Yeah.
so yeah, I've almost died 20 times. 7 p.m.
We'll
Like,
save that one for
yeah,
later.
let's do that for the FaceTime call.
Yeah. Yeah, no
Shit.
shit.
How did you why did you decide to, get on the internet and start posting videos of what you were doing and documenting your
Uh,
journey, if you will?
long, like couple of years, fuck, 8, 10 years ago now, I guess. I started getting hooked up with different clothing lines and stuff, and just kind of being tattooed. I guess it kind of more aimed towards it, I guess. So I started
Yep.
doing that a little bit here and there. I started getting away from it and not doing it much with it. Then, kind of before I moved out here, so about 4 or 5 years ago, I guess now. I started wearing Troll clothing and started kind of posting some of their stuff a little bit. So I got signed on with Troll about 4 years ago now, to the date. I think it was exactly about 4 years. And then I was like, oh, I may as well start actually showing people like what I'm doing and what I'm into and stuff like that. So started getting more into that. I don't kind of aim towards like the videos that are the most popular per se, but I just post what I do type thing. I don't do a lot of videos when I'm at work or anything like that, but
Yeah.
just pictures and little reels here and there, right? So I enjoy doing that little stuff.
Yeah, congrats on winning the content challenge, by the
No,
way.
thank you. Yeah, that's
Hey,
good.
man, we had something similar going
I
on with
know we did. Well, I
that.
kind of took my idea from you because I was like, I like that idea. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
oh, hey, yeah, fuck yeah, man. And I went up against I won the first round surprisingly. I'm like, holy shit, man. How
I
did I
didn't think mine was going to go anywhere. I threw that together quick because I was like, oh, fuck, gotta get something for this content challenge. Then I was like, oh, it actually came out pretty good, actually.
yeah, your video killed it, bro. And I was like, fuck, that's good. That's good. So like 10 years, so you've been doing that whole like, the online thing for the clothing and shit for like
Yeah,
longer than what
yeah.
videos have really been popular for.
Well, I wasn't doing videos. It was just like the pictures because
Yeah.
that's when it was just like pictures all the way. And then I remember whenever Tron kind of messaged us, be like, "Oh, we got to start doing reels now." And I was like, "Oh God, I don't really want to do reels, but I have to get on this train, I guess now."
Yep.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I still have a hard time with the reels, but whatever, it is what it is, I guess.
Hey man, from what I see, you don't really, you do good. You got to stop overthinking it, right? Like
Yeah, I
it's
always
a lot of
overthink
people's problem.
all the time. Yeah, yeah, for sure, big
Half
time.
the time, I don't even know I'm making a video until the camera's in.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's do this.
yeah,
Yeah. Fuck. Well, I can see why they would use you as like a sort of model. Like even then, right? Like
yeah.
you're you're strong. You're tattooed. Have you always been bald?
Oh yeah, I've been bald since I was
How
24, 20.
tall? How tall are you?
6 feet about.
You're 6 feet. And how old are
Yeah.
you?
I just turned 36.
We're the same age, bro. When's your birthday? It wasn't that. It was a couple days.
March 2nd, yeah, 2 days
Yeah,
ago. Yeah.
happy birthday, man. Happy
Thank you,
birthday.
man.
Fucking so you're tattooed, you're built like a brick shit house, sorta, and you're bald, man. Bald is beautiful, man.
Well,
I got
I just tattooed it all up, that's all.
yeah, yeah. Do you keep that shaved like that on purpose? Or
Yeah, yeah, I do. Yeah.
yeah, can you grow a nice head of hair or what?
No, no, not on the top. The top's
Nah, nah.
gone. That's my tattoo.
Yeah, yeah. I've started bicking this every couple weeks I'll start taking out of the wood. Not right now. I don't care. I'm growing up.
I do it every 3 days when I shave my face now.
Yeah. Well, shit. Yeah. I should be doing that, but like I I don't got time. Man, I'm busy making content and podcasting and shit. It's like, man, I barely have time to take a shower and shave the
Oh,
face.
you're home anyways, right? You don't got to worry about it.
Oh fuck! Right now, dude, I'm growing
May
this.
as well.
I'm growing it out. Have you ever seen? You've seen my beard.
Yeah. I think I've seen some pictures and videos of you with the full beard. I haven't had a beard in, well, I guess 4 years now, probably
Fuck yeah, man.
5 years. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going back offshore on next season or this season
I'm
coming up?
not too sure what's gonna happen. I do like working where I'm at. It's consistent, and the guys are great. Money's better than offshore too, so see what
Is it?
happens. Yeah, it is. Well, for like roughnecks and that type of thing. But once you start making your way up, like Derek and assistant driller, that's when you start seeing the big bucks. And the offshore the company I work for is just contract based, so they come for the well and then they go back to where they originate, right? So
Yeah.
not
Fuck.
consistent enough, and it's hard to leave a spot and then look for a spot after you're done after a couple months. So
Fuck, man. Yeah. No, like what? I didn't think that was a season either, right? I thought that was.
yeah,
I
that's
guess
it's
in the
hard.
U.S. down south and where in the warmer climate
Yeah,
year round, but
it's hard to get the full time contracts. You I think once you get up to Derek and they're more looking at for full time contract, but you got to know the system and stuff too, right? Like Derek hand on land is going up stick and running around tanks and stuff. Derek hand offshore sitting in front of a computer on our cyber ship clicking valves and stuff open that way, right? So
yeah, shit, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, fuck, yeah, that'd be a bit of a difference. It'd be more technical, right? It'd be
it
more.
is, yeah, it's a lot of technology based because there's nothing we don't we're on a drill ship, right? So all of our pipes rack below the drill floor. So there's nothing racked in the derrick, so everything comes up a chute and gets brought up that way. So there's no
Fuck.
derrick hands climbing up a ladder out there.
Hey, is being offshore anything like Armageddon? You know, you got like you're Ben Affleck, you'd be Ben Affleck, right? And then you
Mm.
got your boss who's Harry, who's like, Bruce Willis, and then his daughter's there, and then Ben Affleck's just like nailing the daughter.
No, it's not because it's a drill ship. It's not as cool as a platform, right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's
And it's raining every day.
that's fucking Newfoundland, man.
I
Like
know, right?
Armageddon, Newfoundland version. It's just like, how you getting in there, boys? Like
Yeah.
lots of Newfies on those rigs or what?
No, it's so like a lot of it's just my that comes from Scotland, so the rig crew's all from Scotland. A lot of the top guys are all Scottish and British, and then the guys they keep on are based out of the country that they're from. So there's a lot of Filipino guys on there, and there's a lot of Guyanese guys on the rig. A lot of different ethnicities for sure, nationalities on those rigs. All great guys. We all get along with everybody out there. It's pretty
That's
pretty
pretty
great.
cool.
Yeah. It's funny to like y'all joke around and how you joke around out here and they joke around or they joke around where they're from. Funny getting on like that because y'all learn a bunch of different stuff from those guys.
Fuck yeah, man. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
yeah,
I'd like
yeah,
to work with a Scottish guy and then look over, there's an Asian guy, there's a Russian
yeah, oh, yeah. It's
there, and
pretty
it's like
crazy.
you see the
Pretty
Russian
wild.
Ukrainian guy just fighting all the time.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. They're pretty hard to hear them on the radio, the Scottish guys, but you get used to
Yeah, I last. Yeah, yeah,
it.
yeah. Get the strong broly lads up here, please. I don't
It's pretty close. Pretty
Yeah.
close. And they got different terminology for everything too, right? So they'll be telling you to do something. You're just like, oh yeah, copy that. I get that for sure.
Yeah, yeah, roger that. Next
Yeah,
thing you know,
okay.
an explosion.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
what he said?
Yeah,
Shit.
so that's pretty cool seeing all those like different people around and stuff like that. Y'all become pretty close out there. You're out there for 28, so 28's it's a pretty long time.
Is it 28 and 28 or
Yeah, 28, 28, paid 28 off as well.
fuck, dude? You what?
Yeah, paid 28 off, so
You get
28 on.
paid for having it off?
Yes, yeah.
Ah,
You don't get your little offshore bonus that you get being offshore, but yeah, your 28 off's paid.
I'm gonna go work offshore, bro. Fuck,
You should.
hey, you know what, babe? I'm coming home. I can afford to.
Yeah, no
Fuck,
shit.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
Wow, man. So, fuck, that's 20. You get your days off paid.
yeah,
Never not getting paid when you're offshore.
yeah. You're just always getting paid. It's nice. Like I said, the money's not as good as land, but It's
Yeah.
nice to have that little cushion when you come home type thing.
Yeah, yeah. I remember when a couple years ago I wanted to be a wireliner.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they make a percentage of the ticket every day, right? So,
Yeah,
like, if you're making money in your sleep, right? Because it's a
yeah,
percentage
yeah.
ticket, right?
The
So
wireline
yeah,
days on offshore are long too. I think I missed the wireline on this last one, but I think they had scheduled 9 days or something like that for wireline.
offshore.
Yeah,
So while they're wirelining in the hole, what are the rig guys doing?
the gross jobs,
The gross
cleaning
jobs.
underneath the shakers and all
Yeah,
that fun stuff.
yeah. Fuck, man. I've always thought about it, dude. Like, how's the cell service out there? Can you like,
There's the internet is one of the things. There's three different internets, so you pick the free one. The free one's terrible. Then they got to pay one, and then you got one you have a certain amount of gigs per day type thing. So
yeah,
you kind of bounce between the two, the free one and the gig one, so you don't waste your good stuff on anything, and then use the
did
free
a
one.
camp in Conklin one time that
Oh yeah,
had this was 12 years ago, that had you get 2 hours a day of
was
Wi-Fi,
it? Oh.
right? And once you use it, you're not getting no more.
Yeah, well, there's no service outside of the accommodations either. 'Cause you're not supposed to take your phone with you outside the accommodations. You get nailed for that. So you don't have your phone on you for 12 hours a day, really. So it's not really
Yeah,
that big of a deal, right?
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I would try to sneak that. I'd be like, "How can I make a video with the rig in the back?"
Oh, people do all the time.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, and the
But
time difference is a big one too, because can't really talk to people. You're whatever 4.5 hours from 5 hours or whatever it is from
yeah.
BC time. So
Where are you from originally?
the Maritimes. I grew up in
Yeah,
Prince
you
Edward
said
Island.
when you moved out here. Oh, you're from the island. You're a Prince Edward
Yeah,
Islander.
yeah. I got some family in
Yeah.
Nova Scotia.
I got a buddy from PEI, Braden, man. Braden
Oh
Benoit,
yeah,
that guy. Best kind.
nice. Yeah,
Fucking man, you know when you get older, right? And you start getting those young guys coming up and you look back and you're there where you were like 20 years ago.
yeah, yeah.
And you're just like, fuck, man. Like what a useless fucking idiot.
Yeah,
I like this. He's
doing the
useless.
same thing.
But then again, I'm useless and you're useless. We're all fucking useless, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And man, so like 3 years ago, I worked with this guy, Braden, and it was only last winter where he quit. But when I first started working with him, man, solid kid, came in 18, 19 years old. His
yeah,
mom,
yeah.
like 3 years older than me, man. I was like,
Oh yeah.
oh, hey, Miss Loretta, I'm ready for the rest of the tour. Fucking Gail, man. Wow. But this kid, man, I thought for sure this kid's not gonna last, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He looked like a little nerd, and I love this kid, like a nerd. Back to those 40-hour shifts. Him and I went out in the morning one morning. It was like six o'clock in the morning. We had to be on site and after that, we were the only two on shift, right? Everyone else either had days off or were on projects.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so they're like, when you're done that job, you got to go to the next one. Well, they didn't expect the first job to take literally all day, right? So we're on our way back, and our boss calls us like, "Hey, you guys still got to go to that other job," right? We're like,
Lovely, lovely.
right? And it was minus, oh, it was minus 50, bro. And like
Uh,
50, the truck had broken down a couple times. Luckily, the
yeah,
mechanic
no doubt.
walked through it and got us going. And fucking the truck broke down 3 or 4 times throughout the night when we got to the rig, and the mechanic would come out once or twice. But we were giving her, and it was so cold outside. They were taking the doors off the 400 barrels. We had to clean the brine tanks.
Oh yeah, oh lovely.
Yeah, we were taking the doors off the 400 barrels, and the airline would freeze every second bolt.
No
And they
doubt.
go right to the mix shack and throw it in front of the heater there. And they had 2 or 3 lines up. But so they finally got the door off the line. I'm in the mix shack, standing up, waiting for it to happen. I'm dressed up. Door comes off. I go in. Takes me an hour or so to clean it, but it took them another, like, by the time I got out, they still hadn't got that other door off yet.
Yeah, yeah.
I went into the mix shack and I'm sitting there standing up sleeping, right? Every time Buddy comes down the steps right outside the tank there, I'm like, right? And then finally, I'm like tucked away in the corner underneath the heater.
Yeah,
Buddy comes in, and I'm like, he's like, no, man. He's like, you have a nap, bro. He's like, there's a while tomorrow, and you guys are gonna be here a while. We showed up there probably at like 10 o'clock at night, and
yeah.
we saw night shift turn into day shift, turn back into night shift, turn back into day shift, and we left just before day shift turned back into nights again.
Oh, that's
It
gross.
was it was a wild wild shift, that's for sure. And then we went back to camp. We slept for like an hour and a half. They called us up, like, hey, you gotta go do water to that rig. And then when you're done doing water on that rig, come back, get into a combo, and go do the cement job on it. Like, wow, fuck, man. Like,
Yeah, no doubt.
my boss asked me, he's like, how is he doing? I'm like, well, if he's still here tomorrow, he's not quitting.
Yeah,
He
no
hasn't
shit.
quit yet. He's not gonna. This was literally as bad as it gets. It was, the temperature was shit, the hours were long, and anything that could go wrong went wrong.
Yeah, the temperature's a big one for the new guys for sure when they first get out there. They don't
Right.
realize how cold it actually is when you're standing out in it for hours on end.
It's not fun, man. I worked with an old guy, an old boy last winter. He was on a cement job, and he was new. He was like 70 years old, man. Just a new guy with us. And he wanted to prove that he was a man and that he belonged there.
Yeah.
So we were with young guys, right? And it was like minus 40 something.
Uh,
And it was cold. It was polar vortex. It's always minus 40 or minus 50. What the
I
fuck?
know, right? Never
Yeah,
fucking
always, man. Always. Fucking couple days later, I see him. He's like, yeah, I go home on days off in a week or two. And it's like, I got to get a couple toes taken off. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, the other day I didn't go in and just stayed out there working. Didn't want to look like a pussy. So, he's like, I got frostbite on 2 of my toes and on one of my fingers, and they were just pure black. And he's like, yeah, the doctor looked at them over FaceTime and said they have to come off, and urged me not to work the rest of the time I'm here, but I'm a man, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool, bud. Like, probably would have taken most of us out. He just kept
Jesus Christ.
fucking, yeah, man. So he comes back. I think he had like 5 weeks off or something like that. Comes
Yeah,
back.
no shit.
Yeah, he comes back and he's like, "Well, I'm 2 toes and a finger down, but I'm here. I'm back, aren't I?" And it's like, "Stop it. We get it. All right, we get it."
You're
I
tough,
probably would have
man.
quit and just stayed home, but
I would have quit. Yeah, I'm done with this.
yeah, fuck it. Yeah,
Got nothing to prove, and I'm losing fingers.
yeah, nothing to prove. Doesn't matter how much harder you work. They don't care.
No, yeah, you're not gonna make any more, and no one's gonna be like, "Good job, Billy. You did great last night.
Yeah, I
Thanks
can
for your
guarantee you.
sacrifice."
Yeah, I can guarantee you our boss who called you a champ and pat you on the back and thank you for working through that, big guy. The next time you fuck up, he's gonna spit down your throat and he'll fire you. Who are you
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
after? Hey, remember that time I sacrificed 2 toes and a finger? That don't mean shit to me now. Fuck you and
Yeah.
get fired, right?
Get the fuck
Oh,
out.
okay.
You limp the fuck out of here now.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, get on your crutches and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Fuck, man, yeah, dude. I remember when I was like young and dumb and full of fucking, enthusiasm and
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
effort.
yeah.
Like I heard that quote is like spend your 20s becoming an animal, and then like
Yeah.
30s and your 40s taming that beast, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. And yeah, you know what? Like, I did that. But like in my 30s, that beast is saying, like, hey man, like you can give her shit and go hard, but no one's gonna care.
No one
Not
no
gonna
one
go
cares.
notice. They're
No
gonna
one
have a pizza
cares.
party and that'll be it, like
Do your job, do what's asked of you. Don't talk back, and that's all you gotta worry about.
what you gotta do about, man. And take that slice of pizza when they buy you one. And
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you'll eventually buy you a pizza. You'll be fine.
yeah, hopefully it's not when you're getting laid off, but hopefully it comes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that never changes. I just tell you that green hand I'm training up there now, he's 18 years old and he's giving her and all that, which is good. I love seeing that shit. It's good. But yeah, hopefully he'll keep her. He'll keep at her. He's a good kid.
Good, man. Yeah, I like the whole thing that I like to go by now is I used to like base a whole person's value off their work ethic. If
Yeah,
you're a
yeah.
shitty worker during the day, maybe you're going through something. I don't know. You're a shitty person after work too. You're
Yeah,
I don't want nothing to do with you. And now it's like, no, man, separate the art from the artist, right?
yeah, yeah,
But I've learned, as I get older too, right? More coaching, less criticism, right? Like especially
yeah.
younger kids, they need more coaching.
Oh,
Especially
for sure,
when-
yeah.
and like, I used to live by the whole, some days you're the ant, some days you're the boot, right? Some days
Yeah, yeah.
stepped on, and some days I'm just gonna have to step on someone else, right?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you got to be okay with whatever way that lands. And then one of my good friends said to me, she's like, "Don't you want to be stepped on, or step on someone just a little less harder than what you got stepped on?"
Yeah, that's a
Like,
good one.
oh,
I like that.
fuck. Sometimes I
Yeah.
just want to stomp on these people. But yes, yeah, you're absolutely right. Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Fucking yeah. Who's the consultant on that rig right now?
Raph was just with us. I don't know if you met Raph before.
Uh,
Younger guy. There's a couple other ones there. There's an older fella named Brian. He's pretty good shit too.
Brian. He's always playing with the drone.
Oh, is he? I don't know. I haven't seen the drone too much. Must be working too hard or something.
Yeah, yeah. I remember when I was on that rig, all the consultants that were there, and the MWD there was Kevin.
Oh,
Uh,
Kevin's still there.
fucking love that guy.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
still talk to him every now and then on
yeah,
Insta.
yeah, yeah.
I told him I wanna work with him, right? I wanna work there, get me a job on there, right? And he's like, man, there's like nobody really wants to be an MWD anymore, right? Nobody. There's no classes for it, right?
Oh, really?
And he's like, when we can fill a class, he's like, I'll put your name in there. And like right now, your resume is all in there in Calgary. And when they can fill a class, you'll get a call.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, that's been over a year. So I'm like, do we got to resubmit or what? Like
NWD Frost. There you go.
MWD Frost. Well, man, like you're not always outside, right? On that job. Like you're always on the clock, it seems. Like you're always working, but like it's
Oh,
not
yeah, yeah.
strenuous as being on a vac truck or being on
No,
the
no,
drill floor, right? So
no, no. You're just up there when we're doing BHA, that kind of thing. And other than that, it's all your computer-based stuff, right? So,
yeah, man. And from what I've heard, like, they want guys who have lots of experience in the industry. And they
yeah,
find that a lot of their guys that they get come from like, being baristas or some shit, right? And been
yeah.
in the industry a long
School,
time
just
now.
straight from school, straight out of school or something, right? And
Yeah, yeah. So, if they get a guy, I've been in the industry, 13, 14 years, been
yeah,
around rigs a lot, right? I've already got a leg up, and a lot of them have said that. They're like, hey man, but yeah, a
yeah,
lot of the consultants that were on that rig when I was buzzing around there, they all moved over to the Akita rig, right? Because you guys,
yeah. That's a few of the boys are saying that. There, a few of them went over to Akita. All the company men on this rig, they've been all great too, which is nice.
yeah,
Every
that's
single one and get along with all of them. So
hell yeah, man. I love that,
yeah,
dude. I love that, man. Fucking yeah, fuck what one of my favorite rigs I've ever worked on was that rig. And I missed the days when it was in Fox and then we had to start
yeah,
traveling
yeah,
Dawson for it. But when it was in Fox, man, fuck, she gave her hell around the Fox Creek area, that's for sure.
yeah. That's what Frenchie was saying is going on all of the Fox Creek days.
Yeah.
Wilson too. Wilson was around for that. So
Yep. So was Nate, so was Lenny. They were all pretty much there, man. Good
yeah.
guys. They've been I don't know what's that other guy's name there? Fucking he's off right now. He's sick. He had like a problem with his kidneys or some shit.
On
Uh,
that rig,
yeah, fucking
I don't know.
I have him on my Facebook there. Fucking he's albino. He's albino.
He's a
Right? It
bio.
was a kidney problem though.
Oh fuck, I don't know.
They raised money
Okay.
for him there last year, and I shared it out to my socials and whatnot. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, Will.
Will. Yes,
I
Will.
think he just came back.
He's back
Yeah,
now. Good
I
for
think
him.
he just came back. I've never met him or anything, but yeah, Wilson was pretty excited he was coming back there.
He
So I think
helped
he's
build that rig.
did he? Yeah.
He built that rig. He
Yeah, he.
He said the sad part is he wants to move up to driller, and he knows that in order for him to do that, he's gonna have to leave the rig that he helped build. So
Yeah, it's shitty. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So he's been on that
Yeah.
rig for a while, 10 years or more now.
Yeah, he just came back. So yeah, just when we left, he's back there now. So
Good for him. That was
yeah,
good. That was scary. We didn't think he was gonna make it there for a while, or he didn't think. I don't know. I don't know. I can't say
yeah,
I didn't think. I didn't think.
yeah. I don't know anything about it at all. Just know the
He's
boys
good
were
shit.
pretty excited he was coming back, so it's good.
Fuck yeah, man. Hey, you know what viscosity is, right?
Yes.
Well, what's viscosity in your own words?
Uh, just testing like I go thickness of the mud, I guess. Like just pouring it in the cup and timing it, and you get up to a certain level.
Fuck yeah, the thickness of the load, man. How thick is
Yeah,
the load?
yeah,
Where I'm going with that was the podcast is sponsored by the Mudman, and the Mudman he deals in viscosity. He's got high tech Viz cups and shit, and
yeah.
I love that guy. He's been sponsoring the podcast for Jesus, just about 100 episodes now.
Oh
Actually,
yeah,
it's coming up
nice.
on
That's
100
good.
episodes, if not already there. And he gave us the headset and the microphone when we needed it the most. And then this past summer, almost a year ago, he gave us this MacBook Pro, so we
Holy
can
fuck!
do all our editing and shit like that. And we couldn't edit before.
God
My
damn.
laptop was trash. So now, oh yeah, he got me a MacBook, and that's what I record on now. I don't even need the microphone and whatnot is so good on it. I don't even need the mic or the headset anymore.
Nice. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
man.
Yeah, it sounds really good.
Yeah, man. For all your drilling fluid and laboratory testing equipment needs, www.mudmanmarket.com. I love that guy. Love
Yeah.
that guy. Like if that guy was a woman, you know, you
You're all in.
if I was a woman and he was looking,
Yeah,
the other, I don't know.
yeah.
Weird. Thinking about him stuffing my orifices, that's kind of weird.
There you go. Check your viscosity.
How is it, boy? Well, you're a man in your mid-30s, and I talk about this all the time, man. Men in their mid-30s have never had thicker loads than they'll have right now, right? Like your loads, and you're just shaking your head. And you're like, "Yup, that's
Nice.
yeah, yeah."
Sounds about right.
You're not wrong. Yeah, yeah, man. Like men in their mid-30s have the thickest loads they've ever had, and like can confirm 10 out of 10. Like fucking, I saw the one that I shot out today, and it was just a handful, like you had to chew before you swallowed that. Like, fuck yeah, man. You got kids?
No, no, no.
No kids? You
Just
guys are dinks?
just the wife and I, bro.
Does she work?
Yeah, yeah, she
You
does,
guys are
yeah.
dinks, man. Double income, no kids. Shit, lucky you, man. I remember when I had when we were both working and I was making oil money, and you know, there was no kids. It was wild times.
Yeah.
You get a trip and you get a trip. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got the house a couple of years ago now, so that's what we've been working with.
Nice, man. Nice. My wife was just sitting right there. I could hear fucking just as the point where I'm talking about how life was cooler without kids too, right? Fuck. Now we're trying to have another one now, so
Oh yeah.
she is. I just got her a kitty cat. It was like, hey,
Yeah.
maybe this is the tide you over, but the cat's
Tell you
gone.
over for a bit.
The cat's gone. We had to get rid of it almost right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a kid, so
Oh yeah.
yeah. Fuck. Whatever, man. No, no, dude. I remember those days, like because I do the road construction thing in the summertime too, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
She would come visit me a lot, but now in the summer with the kids, especially when school's out, she comes and they come and visit me for a few days, and she runs me more food, and she comes and hangs out, and then they leave, and then she'll come back a week or two later, and I don't think at two, but definitely a week. Within a week, she's back. So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice. It's nice seeing them.
Oh, for sure.
Does your wife
Absolutely.
ever come out to see you when you're on the road, or?
No, no. I'm 15 hours right now away from the house, so it's kind of bit of a trek up there. And I
She
mean,
she'd do it. She would.
oh yeah, but I mean, but we're an hour and a bit from the rig, so by the time we drive there, drive back, it's like And our short change days isn't exactly a fun time for anybody. So
No kidding.
yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be around anyone on short change either. Leave me alone or try to sleep or try to
Yeah.
take a little bit.
4 hours sleep,
Yeah,
then back out.
fuck that. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
it.
2 days in a row. So yeah. No, it's all good.
So,
It's
what did
nice,
you get
nice.
done here, man? Like, I saw that you blacked it out or whatever.
Yeah, I had a bunch of stuff that I didn't want to think about or get reminded of anymore. So yeah, I just finished getting
Well, at least
all
you
that
don't have to wear a
done.
shirt anymore. Like,
Yeah, exactly, right? Just always be eventually able to tattoo over with the same colors and everything. So
man. So,
pretty wild.
does that? I don't know. Like that just looks painful.
It is.
Yeah, like your whole arm crushed over.
Yo, I just got like right now. It's just this part here that we did. We filled in and hit this again, and I hit a hole in the back here and on the top of my shoulder. So we did
Yeah,
this before last time. So
that
we'll
looks
see how it all.
fucking painful, man.
Yeah, it's like normal tattoos, like a seven to 11 meg, and this is a 49. So
Holy shit!
yeah.
And how long does that take to like heal?
Well, I did the first thing I did was about 9 hours, and that covered my thumb all the way up to here, and then I just did six, and that was just this little part here inside there and up above my shoulder, and that was yeah. So I'm of almost a week here now, and it's pretty much done healing. Just a call.
So basically, what you're saying, hold off on getting that Harry Potter tattoo that I want.
Well, you can get it if you want. I'm not here to judge. My whole arm's black. So.
Yeah, like if I want to get a Harry Potter tattoo, make sure I actually want it. You know, like
Well, yeah. Or you just go my road, I guess, and get it and then cover it over.
oh, fuck that. Oh, fuck that. Shit, man. Fuck, man. Yeah, no, that's ugh. Ah. Man, do you and the old lady ever want kids or just nah? You're just
No, yeah, it's something we've tried and stuff like that, and
oh shit.
just ended up going, yeah.
How long have you guys been together?
Be 8 years this year, I guess.
Oh fuck, good for you guys.
Married for almost 3.
Good for you guys. The wife and
Yeah.
I here, we've been together 20 years since
Oh
high school.
wow,
Yes, so yeah, grade 11.
wow,
Yeah, end of grade 11, and we've been married for 13 years this year. So yeah,
wow! Congratulations, that's
yeah, this
good.
should be 13, man. It's fucking
Goes fast,
dude. It
real
flies by.
fast.
It flies by, especially when you got these fucking kids running around, dude.
Oh
Like
yeah, no doubt.
you can't flush them down the toilet once they're
Once they get to a certain size.
yeah. Hey, make sure you got enough money before you fertilize those.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, no kidding. Like, fuck, nah. We're trying to have one more though, and I got 2 daughters, so it's obvious what my mission is. So,
Yeah. Try
gotta,
not to go for the trifecta.
yeah, point her due north and fucking wear my work boots or some shit. Just
Yeah,
a
maybe
hard
it's that
hat on me.
one leg thrust is helping you
Oh
out.
shit! Maybe the one leg thrust is what we need. Maybe that's how we get
Yeah,
testosterone. The boy.
yeah.
Oh fuck, man, she's coming back downstairs now. My daughter. It might be my daughter now. It's the way the feet sound on the steps. Yeah, dude. Fucking yeah, being off with a little bit of an injury there, I'm fucking trying, to maybe make a little bit of content talking about it, but like I gotta be careful
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
with the amount of followers I have across the internet, plus the podcast and whatnot, I put out a video the couple days ago, and within an hour, I got a call.
Oh, did you?
I
Yeah.
got a call, and I was like, "Hey, man, you gotta watch what you post, right? Because like everybody's watching,
Oh, for
everybody
sure.
knows."
Especially with your stuff too, right? It's
Yeah,
fairly.
yeah, and they said they can't tell me what I can and cannot post, but
Okay.
like they're trying to be like, hey, we can't tell you what you can and cannot post, but like it'd be nice if you didn't. And
Yeah, yeah.
like they've let the videos go on, right? So like it's very easy for them to be like, hey, knock that off, no more videos, right? So
Yeah, that's fair, I
like
guess. Yeah.
I'll play by your rules, right?
Yeah.
You've allowed this to happen for 5 years now. and at any time you can take it away from me. So,
Yeah.
well, fucking, if I play by your rules a little bit here, like, just
Yeah. A little
peace.
bit of give and take, right?
Yeah. So, I talk about it just a tiny, tiny little bit, but you know, um, I had so much content planned. Well, even when I was in the ambulance heading towards the hospital, like
Oh yeah.
such good content, and fucking just yeah, like I can post it. I just gotta wait a little while and let
Yeah.
it all die down for a bit. And like 5 weeks from now, no one's gonna fucking care, right?
No, yeah, no one's gonna think about it for sure.
I've got some pretty good ideas though. I've been thinking about a lot. Like I did that one the other day. It's like, when how did it go? It's like when I have 6 weeks off work and and I get to see my family or some shit like that. It's like I know way too many
Yeah.
people here right now that didn't know last year. And
Yeah.
that was
Yeah,
actually my boss's idea. He's like, "Man, you
totally.
gotta do that video. That's fucking." And I'm like, "Okay, fuck yeah." So I did it, and
Yeah.
like it's not even him who I heard from, right? It was like, fuck. All right, you know what? I'll just keep it chill for a little bit.
Yeah. That's kind of annoying, that type of stuff. Whatever.
Yeah, man. And, had it been anyone else, or had I kept my profile relatively low and not use my face and whatnot, and
Yeah. But
know,
that's not there's no fun in doing that though. You don't want to just
marketed myself out there. Yeah, I
yeah.
wanted doing
There's
that.
no
Yeah,
point doing it that way, right?
yeah. I mean, this is just a little blip. I've been making content for 5 years now, right? This
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
small little like 6 week blip, right? Like where it's like, hey, try not to talk about this, right? Even my
Yeah.
wife is just like, I got an idea for a video, and then I do it, and she's like, don't, right? Like just fucking leave it. Right? And so, fuck. All right. So now,
Yeah.
like one of the most creative times in my yeah, I'm sitting,
Yeah, and you can't do
right?
shit
Yeah,
now.
I'm sitting here all day and I got nothing but time to think. I'm in
Yeah, no
a
shit.
creative era and I can't use it, right? And
You
I
gotta
can't.
get a
I'm gonna
board.
sit on it.
Get a board and make some notes for later.
Oh yeah, no, I got that. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
no doubt. I believe
it.
that.
No, it's coming, bro. But like, no, like the mental health side of it too, right?
Oh
Like
yeah, for sure.
work is driving you fucking nuts and you just want to be out there with the boys going to war every day and feeling like you're a burden to your employer now because you're hurt.
Yeah. Well,
No,
no one even wants to admit that they're hurt, let alone have to go home for 6 weeks, right?
oh, dude.
That's
Yeah.
the whole name of the game right there. How far can you push it until you gotta tell somebody?
Oh, dude, when first happened, I'm like, that don't feel right. That don't feel
Yeah.
right. And I went down and then I like, oh shit. There's no way
Yeah.
I can't not say anything about this.
Yeah.
Took the boot off and I'm like, well, maybe. And then I touched it and it was a fucking ball sticking out of my
Yeah. I saw that picture there. You got the way
yeah,
your foot
yeah.
looked.
Yeah, I'm like,
Big.
yeah, no, I guess I gotta make that phone call and say something.
Yeah.
No one wants to
Yeah.
admit
No.
that. Oh, your shoulder's dislocated? No, I'm good. Let's fucking go to work.
Just pop her back in place, stick her between your legs, kick her back in.
Have you
Done
done
that
that?
before. Yeah. Bunch of
Oh,
times.
dude, does it make that popping sound?
As long as you grab it before it fully goes out, mine always does this two-step thing, so it hasn't come out in years now, like a while, but when it does, it'll kick out, and as long as you grab it right there and kick it back in, then it'll avoid the big pop noise.
Fuck, does it
Doesn't
still
feel good. No, it's been pretty good for years now, but
when it happens, does it hurt?
oh yeah, it hurts for like probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks, just solid pain for a while.
Fuck, that
But yeah,
sucks.
there's no point putting that stupid sling on. You see guys with that sling on and the band around the sling, you're like, oh, get out of here with that.
You're a
Just
bitch.
gonna just gonna pop out again unless you're training it, so not
Yeah.
gonna save anything.
Fuck, man. I've been looking into physio because at the end of the
Yeah.
physio, right? And I've been looking and looking at what physio is going to entail, and everyone's telling me, my wife's been telling me that like it's going to hurt, right?
Yeah, it'll be sore. It'll be really, really, really fucking sore for a while. So you're not using those muscles anymore, right? So
Yeah,
they you start training them, it's a lot of strength and tendon training and all that fun stuff.
well, I
So
pulled my tendons out, right? So fucking
yeah,
they stretched right back, and then
yeah,
my foot's starting. It's a week and a half, almost 2 weeks in now, and I'm able to move my toes a lot the
that's
last
good.
2 days. I've been moving them as much as I can, but then below the foot, just below the toes, is starting to move, and then every now and then, like fuck, I go twitch and
Yeah.
fucking, and it'll send a twitch and I'll feel it in my ankle. And I'm just like, oh my fuck,
That don't feel
oh my
good.
God, right? And like, oh, and I guess my wife took off the tension bandage to let the dog have some air here. And you can see the bottom of the foot's pretty bruised.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right? And the back of the leg, like all the way up there, like I can tell when she presses on it, like how far down it would be bruised when
Yeah, yeah.
on it. But then I was watching on my other leg, when you start pushing on the back of the calf, how how it reverberates and how it moves the ankle. No, like
Yeah, oh, yeah.
down it moves the whole part of the foot, right? So I was sitting there, it's like, fuck, man, like, and my buddy was telling me, he's like, get a tennis ball and place your foot on the ball and rub it back and forth.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
it's
like,
a
that'll
tennis ball's a good one.
for when you're from the time coming to physio. He's like, but I'm not ready for that yet, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, you don't wanna force it.
Fuck no, I'm not. I've almost stepped on it a couple of times. You never, man. You don't really realize how much you use both of your legs and your feet for, and how much you rely on it, right?
No, no shit.
It's wild. It's fucking crazy. I thought my kids were gonna be more of a nuisance than they were, about it. Keep hitting it and shit. I'm hitting it more than they are.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, not thinking about it.
Yeah, man. Fuck. Oh shit, dude. Yeah. Fuck. Fuck. I don't know. What did you do before you? It's like, how long you been in the oil patch for?
4 or 5 years now, I think, yeah, something
What you
around
do?
there. I always did heavy equipment, operated heavy equipment back east for a while, and then
Heavy
moved
equipment.
on.
Heavy
Yeah,
equipment. A cute code for heavy women, is it?
yeah,
Yeah.
excavators, and I did a little paving for summer, so that's when I kind of started getting the nick for it, and jumping into skid steers and rollers and all that fun stuff, and then upgraded to the backhoes and excavators, and then moved to Ontario and excavators there, and then started doing the directional drilling thing there. So
Where in Ontario were you?
I'd relived right downtown Toronto, but I was working outside all around everywhere.
Nice. I'm from Hamilton originally.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Good city, man. Third most expensive city in North America.
That's wild.
Vancouver, Toronto, Hamilton, Los Angeles.
Oh yeah, it's
That's
funny.
crazy.
I can't believe Hamilton is too.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It costs an arm and a leg to live there, man. It's
That's
crazy.
crazy. I did a lot of work in Hamilton too.
Yeah, fuck. You a big Leaf fan or what?
No, not really. I love going to the games though. My boss used to give me Leaf tickets all the time, and the guy we used to buy our pipe from, he used to have the box up in the Leafs there, so we used to always go up there. It was a great time.
Fuck yeah, you did.
Yeah, yeah,
Fuck.
great time. That's what I miss about Toronto sports, and go catch a Jays game anytime you want, or a couple of buddies had season tickets then to go watch the Raptors, shit like that. So a lot
Fuck
of
yeah.
fun stuff like that.
I love that, dude. Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I don't want to keep you too much longer there, buddy. But I usually wrap the podcast up with one last question or whatnot. But I guess also I forgot to say, some of the most expensive parts of our job, was getting our PPE, like our boots and whatnot. And $300 for a pair of boots or more sometimes.
Oh yeah.
The podcast is also sponsored by Brasco Safety and NWT Safety, right? So, you go to Brasco or NWT and you use code FROST10 and you save yourself 10% on boots and whatnot. And at NWT Safety, at least for now, I know they were looking at talking about changing it because they had a bit of an issue here recently. But I have poker chips. They gave me a bunch of poker chips.
Oh yeah.
And
Nice.
if you run into me somewhere, I give you a poker chip and you can redeem it at the store for the top tier discount.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you just go into the store and say, hey, and I think this is why they changed it a bit, because it wasn't just, it wasn't exclusive, right? Because
Yeah, yeah. Just
you're
got
running,
random people come.
you can go into the store and be like, hey, someone bought the poker chip, and then you can just use it there like that too. You don't
Yeah,
even
yeah.
run into me. So it's not exclusive. It doesn't make it special, right? So I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that's so, but if you go into NWT Safety in Leduc, or I think it's in Nisku,
Yeah, I know where that one is. I know where that one's at.
yeah, and White Court, you can save 10% when you use my code Frost10, right? So
Hell yeah.
and I love that, man. I love that. I've talked about it a couple times now. The whole being on the outside looking in, when I was a kid, and never knowing, hey, I blow a hole in the side of my boot in the middle of the winter or summer or whatever, and not having money right away because I just
Yeah.
started, or
Yeah, exactly.
I have bills to pay or whatever. And so, saving even 10%, which is, it's not a lot, but it's still
It's
something.
enough at the end of the day. Yeah, for sure.
So
Every little bit helps.
I'm pretty excited for that, man. They've helped me so much this winter with giving me brand new coveralls and
Nice.
gloves and shit to donate to the bin in camp, the PPE bin in camp. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Fuck
pretty
yeah.
cool of
That's
them, man.
awesome.
Give me hard hat lamps and shit like that. So yeah, man, it was pretty cool of them to do that. So shout out to those guys.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. So I like to wrap the podcast up by, asking one last question, and it's, Mount Rushmore has four of the most influential people up on the rock. And if you could have your own Mount Rushmore, four people that you look up to, inspire to be, or that inspired you, who you are now, dead, alive, real, not real, who would they be and why?
That's a good question. Never would have put too much thought in that one before. Definitely my mom would be one of them for sure.
Nice.
Definitely. Yeah.
What'd your mom do to help you get there besides carry you for 10 months?
Yeah, just a lot of the shit that she's been through and dealt with. So that's
Nice.
definitely one of them for sure. The other one would be my wife, definitely. She's definitely smartened me up some from before I met her for sure. And
Yeah.
then the other one would be he's an older fella, his name's Rolly. He's the one that got me into operating heavy equipment back in Nova Scotia. So he's definitely the biggest one. I wouldn't probably be doing what I'm doing if it wasn't for him. So
Nice.
yeah,
Love that.
yeah.
Fuck yeah. One more. I think there's one more.
No, it's three there. Is there four on Mount
That's
Rushmore?
four. Yeah, four.
Oh, fuck do I know? I don't know, man. A lot of it just kind of be a combination of people I've worked with and taken in everything I've learned from people over the years, right? Like there's a lot of people I could definitely put there, but a lot of people I've met over the years that are the reason why I am where I'm at because they helped me out and didn't treat me like a little green piece of shit or whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I remember how I got my start on heavy equipment, man. And we were down in Oyen, Alberta. You know where Oyen is?
I don't think so, no.
It's south of Calgary, but I think just like southeast of Medicine Hat. And
Okay.
yeah, so we were down in Oyen, Alberta, and we were tearing up old train tracks. I was like 20 years old. We were tearing
Oh
up
yeah. Yeah,
old
I've
train
done
tracks.
that.
Yeah, yeah. And fucking, I was just laboring away. And this one guy I worked with, I can't remember his name, Garrison or something shit like that. He probably watches.
Yeah.
Fucking his name is Garrison. And he every morning we'd stop at the gas station, and he started flirting with this fucking chick that worked there, right? And so he's flirting with her pretty good. And one night he's like, "Hey man, like I'm gonna go hang out with her tonight." I'm like, "Cool, how you getting there, man?" And he's like, "Oh, Danny, our boss, leaves the keys in his truck every night. Take his truck back in time." I'm like, "Okay, sounds good, man. You do your thing." They're pre-drinking or whatever up on the porch, and
Yeah.
he goes and he fucking takes the truck and picks her up. And the next morning, we all come out and the truck's not there, and he's not there. Our boss isn't there. And we're just like, what the hell's going on? Like, and our boss comes out of his room and, stands where he stands every morning, and he goes to put his cup on his coffee cup on the hood of his, on, not there. And he doesn't even think anything of it. And he just continues to talk. Right. And then he turns around, he looks, he's like, "Where the fuck is my truck?" Right? And then he's like, "Where's Garrison?" Right? And then a bunch of people like, "Oh, tell a story." Garrison can't get a hold of him at all. And he's one of the operators. So my boss is like, looking around, and I was standing right next to him. Down at me, he's like, "You want to learn something new today?" I'm like, yeah, fucking throws me in the equipment, man, and that's how
Fuck yeah.
how I got my start, man. Just geographically where I was standing, I got lucky.
Yeah, exactly, right?
And we eventually got a hold of Garrison. He left the truck in Gasoline Alley, and uh, yeah, I talked to him a little bit after that, and he said, "What turned into a good night turned into holy shit, I've gone too far, and I'm just gonna keep on going." So hey,
May as well, I guess,
he
right?
leaned into her, man. He leaned right
Right?
into it. You know what? Stay tuned for another podcast where I catch up with Garrison, and
Yeah,
we
yeah.
find out if they're still together or not. If they even ended up being together, I'm doing it. I'm going digging. You know what?
Fuck yeah.
This is a perfect place to end this. Stay tuned.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on the podcast, man.
No worries, bro. It
Good.
was great.
Got
Great
her done.
time. Finally got her done.
Finally got her done, buddy. You enjoy that operation you have tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see how that goes.
You'll be back up in a couple hours later, uh,
Yeah, yeah.
E3s, and you're good.
Yeah, it'll be good.
You'll be chomping chocolate bars and fucking.
Yes.
All right, buddy. Thanks for coming on, bud.
Yeah, no worries, bud. Have a
Hey,
good one.
Chris, you stay frosty, brother.
Thanks, brother. You too.